So apparently NASCAR is launching an investigation into a noose being found in racer Bubba Wallace's garage. And there are people with various reactions to this story. Of course, you have the people who will support it and say this is injustice. This is why it's hard for people to speak up, because they're always told to shut up and do their sport. And this is why we need to keep fighting against injustice, because people are silencing us. And you have this other side, which is the reason I'm going to talk about this video today, that don't believe the story and compare it to other stories of the past. And people on the other side will hear the disagreements and they'll sit there and say, you all are nothing but racist and you're the problem with the world, when I don't see a problem with being skeptical of a story. Now, the story they're comparing it to is a good comparison. They're comparing it to our old pal Smuggle Nuts and how he had the world by the balls when he came out with his story about being black and gay and someone who's a C-list actor on a D-list TV show called Empire, and how people with MAGA hats came out of nowhere and attacked him with a noose and bleach and said, this is MAGA country, nigger. And apparently it was all done at 2 in the morning in snow after Jussie just got a Subway sandwich stuffed down his throat in the sexy way. And everyone was believing it. Jussie had the world by the balls when he came out with that story. And all he had to do was not call himself the gay Tupac. We all know how the story goes. We all get outraged. We all want these two individuals that attacked Jussie to get arrested and face justice. They get arrested and we're all happy because we want to see their faces. Turns out that they're not white. They're both black. And months down the road, and now a year later, Jussie's in a legal battle with the entire Chicago Police Department because they want their money back, because they wasted hundreds of thousands of dollars trying to investigate, to see, and to get justice for this individual. And throughout it all, there are people who will sit there and believe Jussie even to this day. And that's the saddest part. When you stand on your heels, you stick your heels in the ground so much, you can't even dig yourself out. You can't even pull your feet out. And that this dude, who has given no evidence to his own supporters that he is innocent, other than he's black and he's gay, and apparently that's a pass now. That's all he's given. He's given nothing to prove to anyone that he's innocent. And the fact that people are going to sit there and just continuously blindly believe him is the saddest part of this whole situation. And where I bring this Bubba Wallace situation up is that you're seeing the cycle repeat itself again. Oh, he's black and black people right now are trying to fight against injustice in the world, and that anyone who speaks ill or chastises or criticizes or has skepticism about any story that a black person tells, they are deemed a racist. They are deemed not a supporter of black lives. They hate black lives, and they're nothing but people who should go to hell and be condemned and all that hot shit, because hot takes are important now. I am going to reserve judgment about if any of this is true or if any of this is fake, because right now I'm going to wait for NASCAR's investigation to come out. When they're done, I'll sit there and I'll be like, okay, this is either all real or it's all fake. I can't sit here and say, yeah, this is fake. Yeah, fuck that guy, Bubba Wallace. And I also can't sit here and say, I fully support you, Bubba Wallace. You are an amazing racer, because I don't know shit about NASCAR or who's ever racing in NASCAR. I don't even know what a NASCAR race is. But to sit here and to come to a conclusion after spending, what, a couple hours after hearing about the story, you're fooling yourself at this point. And for the people who will sit there and be mad at people who are skeptical that somebody could just find a random noose in their garage, why are you calling them racist? Why are you deeming them racist? I see those individuals and I think they want the truth just as badly as you. The difference between both sides, they're not just going to sit there and be spoon-fed something and just instantly believe it. They're going to want more information. They're going to want to see if any of the story that these individuals come up with add up, because they don't want another repeat of Jussie Smollett. Because you remember what happened when Jussie Smollett initially came out with that story? Everyone believed it, and the people who were thinking ill of it and were skeptical, they were deemed haters and racist. And oh, you just don't want to believe the fact that somebody could get attacked. No, we didn't believe the fact that a dude was getting attacked in the snow at 2 in the morning. We do believe, however, that he was probably getting fucked in the mouth with a Subway sandwich. That seems to just be the obvious fact in this story. But remember what happened. There were various copycats and individuals who were faking outrage and faking racist tirades in stores. And I think if I remember correctly, somebody faked a kidnapping in front of their own mother. Like, these were Jussie Smollett clones initiated from him. And I'm not sitting here saying Jussie Smollett started fake hate crimes. I'm saying that now, in the 21st century, in 2020, when people do fake things, and they are these famous people who do these fake things, they're going to get compared to Jussie Smollett, because he made this popular. He made this a trend to do for people who are desperate to get some sort of attention. And if you are that desperate that you are going to fake a gay hate crime, you really need to just find yourself calling and start picking up a coloring book, because you are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Think about it. All the public figures that came out in support of Jussie Smollett, I don't think any of them since then have even spoken about Jussie Smollett, because they have just exited themselves from the conversation when it was evident that they shouldn't have come to their own conclusion without evidence. They spoke up in support of Jussie, and now look at them. None of them want to speak on Jussie at all. You know why? Because they know it, just like we all know it. He's fucking lying. Seeking evidence doesn't make me a racist. It is wanting me to have all the information so that I could see the real truth and not be one of these supportive little dickheads who go around believing any story that they're told, even when people are lying to their face. Because when you do that, you are just admitting to yourselves that you don't care about any way that you get something done, even if you have to kill anybody, even if you have to fake hate crimes and stage graffiti being put anywhere. You will cheat your way to get what you want, and that's not the right way to do things. So to anyone skeptical about the story, continue to be skeptical. Wait for NASCAR's investigation. Don't let these little weirdos call you a racist. Continue waiting for the evidence. Continue piecing the story all together and continue getting to the real conclusion. And to anyone who hates the fact that I said any of this, who wants to call me a racist because I don't blindly believe the black guy talking about a racist event, I don't know what to tell you. Sorry, I just don't fall in line. Sorry, I want the truth. Sorry, I want the whole truth. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment if you're blindly believing stories or if you want the full story. And I'll see you all in the next video. Be smarter. Goodbye.